Well, hello everybody. We're going back to the vault one more time. And this time, we're heading to Daytona International Speedway. Stick around. Even though I lived about a half hour from Daytona, I've never done the tour. So the perfect opportunity presented itself, and I took off. So when I got there, I went inside, got my ticket, and waited on the trolley to take us on the tour. While I was waiting, I saw this guy with a remote control lawnmower mowing the grass. It was pretty interesting. Well, we got on the trolley and they took us out on the racetrack. It was neat to be on the racetrack with those steep banks. They talked about the history and all the technology it took to make the racetrack at that steep bank. It was really interesting, and actually it was a marvel of technology to make such a high bank racetrack. They had just went through a renovation and all these new seats and stuff were installed, new restaurants and bars and bathrooms, and all the money it took to make this facility state of the art. It was really impressive. They also mentioned the colored seats and why they did it, to make it look like there's people sitting in the seats from the TV when the seat might be empty. Well, they stopped at the finish line of the racetrack, and it was still very, very steep to walk up. Well, we got back in the trolley and they took us to Victory Lane. What a cool experience. We were able to get our picture taken and check out all the stuff that's around Victory Lane. And here's the bleachers where all the people with the cameras are when they take pictures of the racer when he's in Victory Lane. And back up here in this glass building, that's where all the TV commentators sit. We left Victory Lane and went inside to the press area where post-race interviews were held. On the walls were lots of memorabilia of NASCAR's past. It was very interesting. We left the press area and went around to the entrance of the racetrack, where the tone of the tour changes from being behind the scenes to being a spectator. Look at these cars on display as you walk up the steps to get into the bleachers. There's even more when you get underneath the bleachers with restaurants and things that I already spoke about. It's really a great experience. Now we head towards the bleachers. One thing I didn't know was, unlike sporting events of athletics, the seats up high cost more than the seats down low, because you can see the whole racetrack from high up above, versus low, buildings and antennas and other obstructions get in your line of sight. Now just check out these awesome views. After the tour was done, we had free access to the Motorsports Hall of Fame. This is not just a NASCAR museum, it's actually a motorsports museum. So there were more than just NASCARs. Formula One cars, dirt bikes, sport bikes, boat racing, Grand Prix, drag racing, all kinds of motorsports racing. I took so many pictures, just sit back and watch the slideshow.
Your life
Well, you won't believe it. After the tour was over, I went over to the ticket counter and bought me a ticket to the Daytona 500. That's right, heading to the Daytona 500. So they let me put on a suit and take the car for a drive. No, not really. Actually, this is a different photo at a different time from where I worked. They brought in a stock car so we could check it out. Well, we fast forward to Sunday, February 17th, 2019, and I'm at the Daytona 500 with my racing shirt, ready to watch the race. All right, here at Daytona 500, ready to go. Outside the gate, there's all kinds of cool stuff to do. They even got big head drivers. Drivers with big heads. That's where I'm going to be going in, Toyota Gate. I have to say, it was really an exciting time being there at the race.
Come on, Nick. Alright. Why did I have your face in the way? Hello. It's just makeup.
We're at the finish line in the grandstands.
It is a seesaw battle lead here in Daytona. All cars are slide to the right, trying to get a little slide track. Up to William Larry and Stan. Goes to the lead. It goes to second.
Steve Wallace, Nick and I tells me one thing, state racing is state racing is something that's really important to get over with right now. You can see these guys get jacked up in that stage result. Really get it right now. The lights come out, not looking down the
Well, that's going to do it for the footage for Daytona International Speedway. Coming up soon, Itchituckney Springs. Stay tuned and check it out. We'll see you around.